Hi, so I got Pheromind to write out, my first program basically. And so what I've done is I've created a marketing behavior ontology. And essentially what this does is it maps out all the relationships and customer behavior patterns. And so I've gotten a giant data set here from Olist, which is a Brazilian marketing company, like e-commerce company from Brazil. And I've just got, tons and tons of customer data, right, that their marketing team had. And this was available on Kaggle. And what I've done is I've been able to apply my ontology and mold it to the data set and then graph that out in a graph database in Neo4j. And so what I've been able to do is between calculating nodes and relationships between these nodes, I've been able to analyze like purchasing barriers, behavior principles, campaigns, closed deals, customers, enablers, landing pages, profile leads, patterns, location context, temporal context, shipping processes, sales reps, sellers, and then I'm able to show represent the relationships between each of these things. All right. So for example, obviously there's like over 500,000 right now. So just showing a little small representation here of that. So let's take right here. This is sales representative. And this sales rep is, it's an anonymous data set. So this person has just got a sales rep ID number, right? But then you can see everything that this sales rep is related to. Every deal, every customer, every product, etc. And so and by measuring customers' behavior patterns, you can say, these customers were engaging with us. They were this happy. And then all of a sudden, after customers deal with Jim, all of a sudden, they're not so happy with our service anymore. They start engaging less, right? Like Jim is making our people angry, or Jim is increasing engagement, right? Or, what is the impact that this seller is having on the behaviors of our customers, right? Is our customers, and are they interacting with our brand? Are they more enthused about our brand after dealing with these sellers, or, maybe these sales reps, or and like how, and then like for like the leads, like how are the leads traveling through your marketing funnel, right? Or for instance, we can even ask questions like this representation here. So this is going to be like a landing page, and this is going to be the marketing leads, the qualified leads coming from these landing pages. And you can see that some of these landing pages don't have as many leads, whereas like say this landing page right here is drawing in a lot of leads. Well, let's see what this landing page is doing so special. Let's try to imitate this landing page that's bringing in a ton of leads. And then let's maybe not do whatever this landing page is doing anymore, right? And let's do some marketing like this. So whoever had the great idea to build this landing page, let's promote that person, right? Let's have them do some more landing pages for us. Let's up our sales. Let's track our customers' behavior patterns, right? And I was able to build this entire thing out in one night with Pheromind. I just told it what to do. It did all the deep research. Once the deep research was done, it then did the pseudo code, the specs, wrote out the entire documentation of how everything, the outline of how everything was going to go. It laid out the complete beginning architecture, and then the test writer went to town. It did deep research. It came back. The test then wrote out the entire specs for the entire high-level testing architecture. It then went to the tester, and the tester went out and made over 800 high-level tests. And then the entire system started going to work, passing those tests. And while it was doing it, it was self-refining its code as it worked along the way. And it just kept going and iterating over its work, improving its code, passing more tests. And it just kept doing this for hours and hours and hours. And then 8 hours later, we're here. This is like 550 tests deep. This was way more than enough to get an A++ in my class. I didn't feel like spending couple $100 more, you know, continuing to map it out and finalize it and things, but you get the idea, right? So, and this is something that was just able to be built in like less than half a day, completely automated with Pheromind. Just having one person that kind of knew what they were doing to kind of jumpstart it. And then I did have to, you know, while it was going, you got normal root code issues where sometimes the task complete, but it doesn't jump back, and you got to like copy the task complete message, go back and restart the orchestrator, or, you know, just like the little, the stuff that's just kind of a root code thing, right? And, but yeah, for the most part, it just kind of handles all the work. Pheromind is in an incredible stage right now, and I got some ideas on how to improve it even better. Right? Got some really cool stuff coming up. So, yeah, you guys were asking me, well, Chris, what have you built with Pheromind? Well, this was the first program that I've gotten to kind of autonomously start to build out. So if you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe and follow me on my social media channels. In order to find my social media channels, all you need to do is go to OpenAI ChatGPT and just do deep research on the projects that I'm working on, the marketing behavior ontology, code graph, neural shrink, you know, just any of the products I'm doing. And you'll find that when you do deep research on the projects that I'm working on, that I'm the only person in existence doing these things. Right? And it'll just be links to all of my social media channels that pop up. That is the easiest way to locate my social media channels. That's what I got. So check it out if you like, and have fun vibe coding, my friends.